does it stand to last? If change never stays, does that mean I won't go back? All these days are getting pretty damn. I woke up yesterday and I only breathed in sin. Look at me like an addict with a gun, always turning heads but only get help when I'm done. I clock back and say to where and find you here. Pull up inside a mirror. I clock back and drift into a sailor's bed. Just know that I care and know that I'm scared. Will act on my fears. Is there even something there? And I know that I care and know that I'm scared. Will act on my fears. Is there ever something there? I clock back and say to where and find you here. Or love inside a mirror. I clock back and drift into a stainless bed. Something is wrong. Everything's a mess. Something's got to give, just like this burning in my chest. Something is wrong. Everything's a mess. Something's got to give, just like this burning in my chest. Covering my head, falling out the window, I drive. Hoping somebody edge might find my face with the fear of the hole inside. I wanted to see if I could fly. Will you see me and will I see you again? Another sign good to be mine. Oh, then I fall.
Just we've had bigger groups recently. They all heard Brian was coming back and said, no, never mind. Not exactly. Everybody just flaked out on us.
Does the future mean no
That's it. That's an improvement for you, right? All right, put our hands together. So, Kim, you'll learn this how we start every single one. So just kind of lock the elbows in, lock the wrists in, and then all the motions at the shoulder. So that's moving the shoulder around and forwards and backwards. Backwards. And then figure 8. You know, when you've got 12 extension cords plugged in together, they tend to get a little warm. Nice. Like Zerk's even gotten away from doing that. Knee to your chest. And then just switching sides as you feel comfortable. I was on the safety committee in Pullman because they do one for like the office people. And that was one of the issues I got brought up one time was daisy chaining. So. And what's funny is it was like in the engineering labs. It's like I feel like that would be like where we wouldn't be doing it most of the time. Just stretching your quad. And like I get it, but I also all the tests that we run are very specific, especially like in the R&D world, right? It's like we're testing this one exact thing, so you'd think that everything would be the perfect parameters. Kim, how'd you end up here? How'd you find out about class? Yeah, Rebecca's like my best. She's like beating Terry as to who brings the most people to class. No. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So, first thing we're going to do here, mini squat. Going down like you're going to tap your knee, back up. Down like you're going to tap your knee, back up. This is our warm-up still, sorry. The way I went into that, yeah, probably was definitely like I was starting to demonstrate. My bad. All of you were staring at me like, okay, that's what we're going to do. I was like, sorry, everybody, my bad. No. I just said it and you were doing. Good. Now, here, and side steps. So toes forward, mini squat, and back the other way. Very good. Frankenstein walks. So just foot out front. Now we're going to get some arm circles. Small at first. I'm going to get a little bigger here. And start making those circles a little larger. And then big circles. Good. And now small circles going the other way. A little bit bigger. And then big circles. Very good. So today, got a little bit of a lot. That's truthfully what it is. So, first one's going to be a side lunge. That's going to be a little bit of a mix-up on our normal side lunge. So instead of that toe going forward, we're going to point the toe out. We don't want the chest still forward. So we're really working on like hip mobility here. So you're just going to look like this. Go out, keep that leg straight so we're not just like squatting the middle. But we're keeping that toe as far as we can, letting that knee kind of go in line with the toe. And then you're going to push back up to here. Then back out, up. See if you can catch your balance before you fall back out. We'll do 30 seconds that side, then we'll switch and we'll do the same thing on the other. But you really got to focus on getting enough of a push and then a squeeze through your legs and glutes to get yourself back up. Then we're going to go out for a pike to cobra. So you've all probably seen a cobra before, but you're on the ground just dropping your hips. The goal here is to not be resting on the ground. So just kind of get yourself down, and then we're going to go up into a pike. So you can have your feet a little wider if you feel like you need to, but we want to try to make it so that we're not just like in the splits before we start, right? So you're here, hands to the ground, walking out, drop down, straight back up, walk the hands in, get a nice little A-frame, walk the hands out, drop the hips, walk back up. We'll just kind of do that for 30 seconds. While you're doing that, really work on engaging the core. So I'll work on that cueing while we go, but we don't want it to all just be your hands like walking in, walking out. We really want to be driving from the core as we bring ourselves back in. Then we have tricep extensions. So you're going to grab your lighter weight here. You're just up, single arm. And like I said a second ago, it's all about the core. Today I want you to have your hand on your tummy, so that way you can make sure that belly button is drawn in. So we're not just like sticking our stomach out or arching our back. We want everything to be here, and then it's just a strict tricep extension. So lots of times everybody, like, you kind of run out of motion here and you start to arch your back. So that's why we're having that cue of the hand. Do that for 30 seconds, switch to the other side. Then our last two are on the ground. First one's just a bear crawl. So you're just up. So the easiest way to know how to do this, because we don't really want to be like out like this. We want our knees to be right under us. So kneel down all fours, toes on the ground, and then just engage the core, pick up the knees. And then what we're going to do, opposite arm, opposite leg, and then you're just kind of walking in place here. If you don't feel like you can do that, that's just fine. Be here, pick yourself up. Down, pick yourself up. But we should not see, if you're sideways, we should not see you like rounding your back to pick it up. We should see basically a flat back like this, and then you just suddenly pick yourself up. Then the last one, you're going to grab your weight. You're going to lay down on the ground. Hands straight up, so this is kind of your counterbalance, and then you're just doing scissors with your legs. Again, drawing all your power from your core here. You'll see today everything has to do with the core. Questions, comments, or concerns? I'm concerned that there's no concerns. "30 seconds of each move, and then we'll do 4 rounds today. So first one, side lunge. On your mark, get set, go. Go out to the side, push yourself up. Try and keep that back leg nice and straight if you can. So keep those hips kind of going forward. Just let that toe turn open as much as it can here. If you can keep that foot off the ground when you come back to grab your balance, that's great. Very good. Switch to the other side now. Try to keep that chest going forwards here so you're not like looking out at your toe. Yep. Very good. You really got to push yourself up. Try and make it all the way back to neutral before your foot has to touch the ground if it needs to touch. Very good. Now you're going to walk your hands out into that cobra. Drop those hips, nice controlled. Pull your belly button in. Pull your hips up with your core up into a pike. And back out. When you go back up into that pike, really sit the hips back. Drop your ears like they're going in between your shoulders if possible. Very good. Join yourself back up on your feet. Grab the lighter weight. Up. Hand on the belly button. Just a nice little tricep extension here. Terry, how you doing over there? This is your break before bear crawls. And switch to the other side. Do what? Taja, how you doing over here? How's the back of the arms? They could be better. Terry, what'd you do in class yesterday? Lower back. Nice. And onto the ground for those bear crawls. Remember, nice little tabletop here. Taking up the hips and just alternate hand, alternate foot. Not have to be a big move, just getting it off the ground. Really try to keep the back, the core, and the hips nice and stable here. Keep it as flat as you can. There you go. Seeing some good movements out there. And onto your back. Grab that bigger weight. Straight up overhead. And then just scissors. Draw from your core, not from your hip flexors here if you can. And you're done. Excellent. That's one round. Uh-oh, Terry. What do we decide? Or maybe Terry's going back for a heavier weight. Oh, she is. Drop a 50. You can probably go kick somebody off their weights out there if you need it. They don't need it anyways. They're just acting like they're strong. Yeah, they're just pretending. That's right. Alrighty, side lunges. On your mark. Get set. Go. When you go to push up, really squeeze from the upper inside of your thigh there. Kind of almost the back of your thigh. So you're not just pushing, you're also pulling yourself up. Are you feeling like an underloved millennial today there, Sarah? I like the t-shirt. Switch to the other side. Having a microphone, I have to clarify why I said that. Otherwise, it goes, what are you saying? Good. Make sure that this side matches the other side. Don't have a stronger side than the other. Good. Now this is the one where it's going to get hard into that pike to cobra. Remember, drawing from the core, drawing from the hips. As you pull yourself out of that cobra, drop, pull up, drop the head between the shoulders. Keep that back as flat as possible. I'm not good at it either. So don't worry about how you look. Just get the fundamentals as best you can here. Remember, we're just tapping the knees if you have to. Not resting. And up to your feet. Terry got stuck at the bottom. Tricep extension. Hand on the belly. Make sure that core is nice and engaged here. Should be tight the whole time. Kelsey will be happy. We're supporting that low back here, Taja. Oh no, I'm getting a call, messing up my timer here. And switch to the other side. We could just keep doing it here until the call finally goes away. We do it for like 2 minutes. Actually, my dad, he watches fitness class sometimes. He's probably calling me, hey, I see you on TV. Very good. Now, we're into those bear crawls here. Remember, drawing everything from kind of right around your belly button. You should feel like you're just picking your belly button towards your spine. You should not feel like you're having to use your back to keep you up here. Just engaging those hips, keeping them nice and level, keeping the core tight. Good. Grab the big weight. Last move, and we're halfway done. Keep those legs as straight as you can.
Farther straight they are, the heavier they are. And you're done.
Excellent. Kim, you still alive over there? Nice. You said you were going to die, so. Nice head check. Head check.
That's why Terry doesn't know who you are. She doesn't make it that far down. Brian makes it there all the time. He just walks laps around the factory. Here we go. On your mark. Get set into your side lunges. Keep that toe pointed and go. Good. Make sure that back leg is still straight as you can get it here. Good. We're really sinking down that knee in line with the toe more than we are with the hips. I know that's counter to what we normally say. Really draw your power on the way up from your lower legs, not just from the shoulders. Good. Switch to the other side. All right, Kim, you must have had a good day. You didn't break anything. I saw Brian walking across the parking lot. He was actually able to get out of the building, you know? Yeah. That means S&T must be doing better then. Had a good, doesn't happen often, but we had a good day. That's funny. Okay, pike to cobra. Walk those hands out, staying nice and controlled. This move is all about the control. When you get your hips back off the ground, it should feel like a mini crunch. Brian, are you feeling like a cobra over there? As limber and nimble and strong as a cobra? And you're up. Grab that lighter weight for the tricep extension. How you feeling, Brian? Where are you feeling it? Everywhere? There we go. The name of the video is Full Body, so I'm glad you're feeling it everywhere. You get out in Leavenworth, can't walk. And switch. You going for any particular reason? Nice. Oh, heck yeah. Oh. If you get back to the hotel late enough, they'll already be asleep. Put it on the ground into a bear crawl. Keep that back nice and flat as you go through this. Try and keep those hips as level as possible. Hey, Terry, drop your knees. Yep. Push your butt back over your knees. Yep. There you go. Get those hands under your shoulders. Nice. And now, on your toes, just pick those knees up. There it is. That's fine. That's fine. So that's where we just draw on the core. Just pick the knees up. Set them back down. Pick it up. Set them back down. Good. Now onto your back, that heavy weight. I don't care how low your legs are going. Just make sure that you're getting a nice pull all the way up into your chest here. Keep your shoulders nice and active as you hold this weight. Don't just let the weight push your arms down onto the ground. And you're done. Excellent. Only one more round. So Terry, that's a good teaching moment for people on video too. So the reason I said to drop your knees is because I was noticing, I'll turn sideways, is your legs were out a little bit behind you. Yeah, so for someone on the video, your legs were more out here. And so it's like really kind of hard, and it's more almost like a plank than it is a bear crawl. So I had you bring your knees in, right? And then it's all just about can you keep those hips nice and level.
But as you get tired, it's easier to draw that like A-frame than it is to just pick your hips off. But it's a much smaller movement that we're going for today. Taj, you gonna make it one more round? If we take the scissors off, you'll make it? Okay. If everybody decides that we take one thing off, it'll be easier. Okay, here we go. Lunges, on your mark. Get set. Taja doesn't get her way today. Let's go.
Oh yeah? Which 12 o'clock class? Yeah. Here? Yeah. Yeah, Kelsey's good at instructing specific muscle groups. She's really good at that. The next day, you don't think she's so good at it.
Switch to the other side.
Well, she's very good at like isolating muscles. And so then you turn into this like, none of the moves were hard, but at the end, all of it was hard together.
Very good. Put those hands on the ground.
Walking them out. Push those hips up into the air. And then back down. There you go, Kim. Hanging in there. They must really be putting you to work out there in PT. You're ready for fitness class. And done.
If you do well enough in class, will Rebecca let you leave PT? You don't have to go anymore? I'll write a referral. Kim has graduated. She no longer needs to lay on a padded table and do hip bridges. Very good. If you want to make it a little harder, check if your core is actually staying engaged. You can add a couple steps here. And switch to the other side. I'm glad that you came to class right before you go to Leavenworth. You're like earning those beers. There's a fine line between being supportive and too supportive. Bear cross. Insinuated. And just picking those hips off the ground. Alternate hand, alternate foot if you can. Make sure you're keeping good form though. Make sure you're keeping that back flat because of the core, not because of your back. Keep those hips as level as you can. And onto your back. One last move. And then we're done. Well, when Tasia starts leading the class, we don't have to do this. I'm just kidding. Tasia, you do whatever you want to over there. Oh, Taja, my bad. I'll just start calling you like random names. And you're done. We'll just see how far we can get. I'll just start thinking of names that start with T. Raja. A T and an R don't even look the same. You can stay on the ground. And that's where we'll start a cool down. So on your back here, arms out wide. Kick one leg over. Just twisting through the back here. And then we're going to twist through the back the other way too. Very good. Grab your lighter weight here.
We're going to hold it the same way. So hold it by the ends up overhead. Bring your knees up over so your feet are on the ground still. And then just drop it overhead and pull the weight back up. So just an easy movement here. But still pulling from the core, allowing that core to kind of cool down, not just turn straight off. Good. Now take that weight and drop it towards your legs, towards your thighs and knees, and then pick it straight back up. So you're having straight arms as you drop down towards your legs, pick it straight back up. Very good. Last one, drop it down towards your chest, and then just do a chest press straight up overhead. I guess straight up over your chest. Very good. Just letting those arms cool down and letting the abs cool down. Now you're going to lay on one side or the other. Doesn't matter. We'll switch. And then you're going to pull that heel towards your butt. Very good. Keep rolling onto your stomach here. And what you're going to do from here, arms out nice and wide, and then you're going to kick one leg over the back side now. Go ahead and kick over the other way too. Good. Whichever side that you started on with your quad stretch, just switch to the other side now. Sarah, how did it feel? How was this workout today? Successful? Okay, that's all we needed. Now up onto your knees here. Drop your butt down between your heels. Really trying to stretch out kind of down the sides of the arms and shoulders. Walk your hands to the left. Really pushing down the side, outside of your right shoulder here. And then to the other side. Good. One last one. Help with those hip flexors. Up onto a knee. Pushing that hip forward. Really get those hips out in front of your knee if possible here. Now switch to the other side. Terry, what are we doing this evening? Have any arts and crafts projects planned? There's no gardening to do. It's too cold outside, right? Okay. I'm finally glad we found the season that there's no gardening. She already does stuff 10.5 months out of the year. We need 1.5 months off. Fresh lettuce and shit. That's all I have for you today. Hope to see most of you back on Thursday. Other than that, enjoy your evening of cold weather gardening.
but if it's alright. I've been sitting here, hands on the wire, trying not to fall, but I think I might. I've been sitting here with my head on fire, trying not to burn, but if it's alright.